Eating 3 meals a day. Dr. Robert Cassar, eartheracademy.com. Now this is another rethinking reality. Why is that? It's because, do you need to eat 3 meals a day? Do you need to eat 2 meals a day? Or how about just 1 meal a day? Okay, remember, we're trying to go ahead and figure things out right now since we got a lot of time on our hands right now. Since of the cornholio virus, well, we got a lot of time to be able to rethink reality. So, how many meals are you having a day? I want you to think about that. Okay, and you've got full meals, remember? And you've also got these, well, sort of snacks, right? Snacks. Now, this is an important question for you to really grasp, okay? If you have body fat, remember that means most likely you're eating 3 times a day or more. And I'm talking 3 big meals a day. Some people eat 4. When I was in bodybuilding, I used to have 6 to 7 small meals a day. Is because why? Because Arnold Schwarzenegger, that's what he did. I ate 6 small meals a day, and you know, that was for me to be able to work out sometimes even twice a day. I was competing in bodybuilding and stuff, and at that time, that served me, okay, well, at that time, just to go ahead and try that experiment. Now, if you're overweight, remember, you need to go ahead and actually take your own clothes off, okay, yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror, give yourself an examination, a truthful examination, and just see if you have Dunlap's disease. And what's Dunlap's disease? Okay, if you're a guy, remember you're Dunlapped over your belt, okay? Dunlap, the Dunlap tire, right? Anyways. Okay, so if you've got 10 pounds of body fat on you, do you think that you should be eating, especially sitting at home right now? What are you doing at home? Watching TV right now? Are you exercising at home? Are you doing a lot of walking? Are you doing anything at home? Anything. Stretching even? Okay. Most likely, remember, you're on house arrest, and house arrest means you're sitting around drinking a lot of beers, right? A lot of cervezas. A lot of those Corona beers too, right? And you're sitting around eating a lot. And you're snacking all day on carbohydrates and sugars, I bet. A lot of you are, okay? Because I see what you have in your, you know, I go to the store, right, with my cornholio mask. And as soon as I get in, I just drop it down. If someone asks me to put it back up again, I will, okay? But anyways, okay, so then I'm looking at everybody's cart because it's just part of my job is to be able to sometimes, okay, how did you get like that is my question in my head. A person that's, you know, 30, 40, 50, 60 pounds overweight, what are you eating? How many times a day do you eat? How much water do you drink? Do you drink any water at all? Okay, forget about taking showers and fluoride and chloride, you know, chloramines and brushing your teeth with fluoridated toothpaste. Forget about all that stuff. You know, problem. Oh, there's the UPS guy. He's delivering me something. Santa Claus is here. Okay, so anyways, there's so many toxicities all the time that are in our daily household everything. I don't care if it's from personal care products that you use, right? Most likely it's just about everything if you're the average person. Remember, using detergent that's got fragrances in it, using certain types of things that smell good on you called perfumes, right? These are synthetic chemicals, okay? Remember, you get fat, you get overweight, you get chubby too, is because your body gets toxic. It's not just even how much do you eat. So anyways, let's get back to how many times a day do you eat? So let's just look into your profile. If you're overweight by 10 pounds, okay, and you're eating 3 times a day and having maybe a couple of snacks, whatever you're having throughout the day, just think about that. And how, you know, how active are you? Since you're sitting at home right now, remember that, okay? You're probably not as active as you used to be when you were off house arrest, right? So, the question you got to ask yourself, okay, if you got 10 pounds overweight, let's fix it right now. Let's do some work since you're at home. It's time to do some work. So you can do a lot of personal work at home right now, okay? I know a lot of people are out of job. What do you have, 35 million people on unemployment? got your settlement check, right? 1,200 bucks. I didn't get one, but everybody else I know did. Anyways, okay, so if you're overweight, okay, it's time for you to go ahead and actually cut down a meal a day, wherever you're at. Okay, let's say you're doing 3 meals a day and you're doing 4 snacks. Cut out all your snacks, forget that stuff, okay? And if you are gonna have a snack, you're not gonna have anything that's got sugar in it, okay, as far as processed sugar, processed carbohydrates, potato chips, sodas. Look at these guys over here. These guys, what are you guys doing, man? Coming over to see your dad? Quack, 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 quack. What's up, guys? Okay, so you don't see animals, even though I free feed these guys. They can't get fat if they wanted to. Why? Because they eat when they're hungry. They don't eat all day long. They eat when they're hungry. They eat some in the morning when I give it to them, and then they drink some water. And then they go around, chew on some grass, kick up some insects, okay? And they come back maybe 4 or 5 hours later, if that, after they've been scouring around, after all the rest of the birds have had their food, because they don't eat it all. They eat until they have satiety, okay? So that's another thing with this whole picture. Remember, if you're eating too much, then, hey guys, oh, you guys are so cute. Here, we'll put it this way, you don't want to see me. Okay, if you're eating too much, then what happens is that, hey, what's up? What's up? I didn't bring you out anything. I know. You guys hungry? Every time you see me, I always feed you, don't I? I know. I know, we're talking a bunch of crazy stuff over here. Yeah, to the earth humans. Everything we're talking about is not something that you worry about, right? All right, go have some fun, guys. All right, so again, if you're overweight, okay, learning, there's 2 types of fasting, okay? So I'm going to jump around in this video a little bit here. Remember, I want you to rethink reality a little bit here. Okay, there's 2 types of fasting. There's called intermittent fasting and block fasting. And you don't really need to do any block fasting right now, because most of you people, basically, you just need to do intermittent fasting, and you will lose weight and you will feel like you have more energy. Okay, so, you know, try to go ahead. Intermittent fasting means that you're going to go ahead and eat your meal, let's say your dinner, right? And you're not going to go ahead and have your next meal maybe until 2 o'clock, okay? 12 o'clock would be, you know, the minimum, but 2 o'clock, maybe even 3 o'clock, okay? Have a small snack, that's it. Not a big meal, just a small snack. And then you would go ahead and have like an 18-hour window, okay? If you ate your dinner at 6 o'clock at night, okay, you ate at 12 o'clock, it'd be in the afternoon the next day, it would be 18 hours, but try to go ahead and stretch it out if you can to an 18-hour time frame for your snack. And if you can, just go ahead and go right to dinner. That's it. Skip everything and just do a 1 meal a day, and you will lose weight, guaranteed. Not only will you lose weight, but you'll feel way more energetic. Now, a lot of times people are drinking sodas all day because you're drinking caffeine all day. Remember, you're drinking coffee all day. You're drinking yerba mate maybe all day. You're drinking Monster drinks, right? Monster, it's got the 3 Hebrew letters there, right? In the front. You know what those are, right? The 3 letters in the front of Monster drink. Wow, that's nice. Bright, nice sun. Okay, get some sun. What do you think those letters are? Those are 666 in the Hebrew alphabet. Anyways, another story, right? If you haven't seen our video we did on Endgame, I went through a little bit of sometimes of the, call them the satanic logos, or just the coinky dinkies of the 666 and some of the people that add up to 33 in their numerology. So that's called the end game. And we go through a little bit of what's called gematria. So now getting back to, if you're overweight, remember, most likely you just need to go ahead and cut down your meals per day. Even if you're eating the same crap, okay, on 1 meal a day instead of 3, and then every time you go to the bathroom, pee-pee, I want you to drink, if you can, 20 to 32 ounces of water. And if you've got distilled water, that's the best water because it's dry water. Dry water means it doesn't have any minerals in it at all. And what it does is it starts eating up a lot of the garbage inside your body. So it's a detox water. Now, every couple of glasses, you may want to go ahead and put in some ionic minerals. That's about it. and just get some salt, a lot of salt in your meal that you have at night. Himalayan salt's what I use because it gives your body conductivity, okay? Now, remember, if you're, look, I'm an old guy. Okay, look, I'm 60 years old biologically. Okay, now if I, an old man, okay, can have these belly muscles, okay, then if you don't see them on you, right? If you don't see them, then that means that we've got some work to do. And I can show you what I do. Remember, what I do is on my workout day, I do 2 meals a day because I work out that day. I do a small afternoon, like maybe 2 o'clock, 2:30, maybe 2 eggs, 3 eggs, and some raw fish, or I'll have just 3 eggs, that's it. And that's it, light lunch, not too much, just have a little bit, just enough to be able to give my body some protein, okay, and some fat, because I just worked out really intense in the morning, right? And in the morning, before I go ahead and work out, I only have fruit then. And then this is what keeps me, so I have super energy when I want to work out, okay? Remember, it's taken me a long time to figure out what works for me. And when I want to repair myself, I need the correct amount of amino acids inside my body. I need vitamin A, D, E, K. I need all these things, creatinine, creatine, all these special things that basically rebuild our body. Okay, I eat about maybe a pound of liver every couple of weeks. Okay, I used to when I first started the carnivore diet. Okay, remember for me, I was down to 127 pounds. So it's not that I had to eat more, I had to eat different. That's my thing. Okay, so let me just tell you my story just a little bit, okay? I was on the plant-based diet for 15 years. Remember, it's a detoxification and cleansing diet. That's what plants do. They are nutritional minimally. They are medicinal and pharmacological if you, of course, concentrate them. So, you know, what I did was I malnourished myself, okay, over time by just eating a variety of plants. Okay, I wasn't getting any vitamin A. Okay, I was getting beta carotene, but remember, beta carotene is the precursor to retinol A, vitamin A, which of course is found 53,000 units in 4 ounces of liver. Okay, you get real retinol vitamin A. So I was lacking all my vitamin E, D, A, K, everything basically that I wasn't getting from the animal foods that I wasn't eating for 15 years prior, blood-free diet, remember? So I got malnourished. So it's not that I needed to eat more meals per day, okay? Because I ate a meal a day, sometimes 2 meals a day. If I felt like it, I ate it, right? And, you know, I got down, like I said, down to 127 pounds, but I also got sick from my diet. So I had to rebuild myself. And so I started eating 2 meals a day, and I gained right now from 127 pounds, I'm up to 151 pounds right now. And I'm still lean, and of course I've gained all that in muscle mass. My thighs, my hips, everything. My pants, remember I was wearing like a boy's size pants, you know, as far as my shorts go, right? So these same shorts that I'm wearing right now, these things used to hang so low on my belly just because my hips, my muscles, my skin's still thin, but my hips and my muscles were all tweaked, you know, small, catabolic. So remember, plants are catabolic. Okay, they will go ahead and detoxify you and cleanse you. They're not going to feed you that much, and you have to eat a crap load of them to be able to go ahead and get some nutrition. But then again, now you got fiber problems. So anyways, it's a big story. Watch some of our other videos, on the videos that I've done on plant bases versus the carnivore diet, or just all of the rethinking realities, and some of the other videos I've done, basically how I've changed my diet because I had to, not because I, you know, sort of wanted to in my head. No, I was happy where I was at. I was fine with the flavors I got. Okay, I was weak. Okay, compared to right now. I mean, I'm strong now compared to what I was just. It's been about 8.5 months, but I've gained over, you know, 25 pounds of solid muscle. And I've worked out 4 times a week, and I had 2 meals a day. That's it, all right? I started to go ahead and get a little more body fat on my body, so I tailored it down, okay? I started to do 1 meal a day on the days that I don't work out. I don't need 2 meals a day. I don't need 2 meals a day. So on the days that I do work out, I have a snack, and a big meal at night. And my meal at night would be, let's see, like last night I had, remember for lunch I'll have something, not lunch, but afternoon, late afternoon, I'll do the eggs and maybe some raw fish. That's it, something very light. Something, you know, I got things to do the rest of the day. I don't want to go take a nap or anything with, you know, too much food in my belly, right? And then in the evening, what I do, okay, remember I still, from my evening, afternoon meal, okay, let's say if it's even at 3 o'clock, I don't even eat until 9 o'clock at night. Okay, I'm not even hungry. And sometimes I'll have my tea that I have at night, maybe at 6:30 or so, and whatever else I'm going to do. But that's it. I'll have, in the evening, I'll have usually about a pound of grass-fed, grass-finished hamburger. I'll have sometimes some liver, okay? But last night I had about a pound of grass-fed beef, and that's it. I ran out of food anyways. Otherwise, I would have had more. I usually sometimes would have a piece of fish with that, maybe 6-8 ounces of fish too with that, and maybe the next day I would go ahead and still do the ground beef. I've been doing the beef because the beef makes you strong. The fish gives you more endurance. Fish are endurance animals, right? Because they swim a lot all bloody day. And so they're very endurance. They're muscly too, but they're endurance. So what I found out is, of course, whatever you eat, you become. So you start eating DNA that's got strength to it. Remember, you eat the chicken and you become the chicken, right? You eat the vegetables and that's what happens. You get the vegetables. All right, here comes the man. So anyways, okay, you guys, are you hungry? Here, let me go get your papaya. I got a papaya over here. So anyways, I got a couple bananas and a papaya. Okay, you want these? The ladies at the farmer's market give them to me. Here you go, buddy. There, let's take this off. There you go. Yeah, look at that. Good, huh? And then he eats the seeds in here. Remember, the papaya is loaded full of seeds. So he's getting his parasite cleanse at the same time. Because remember, he's eating all this food. He eats the grass all day long. Okay, these guys eat all day, and that's what they do, just like herbivores do. They eat all bloody day to be able to take some of this grass matter that's on the ground and turn it into that thing, whatever it is. And I got to watch my fingers because this guy will take them right off. And you can see, look, you see all the seeds in there? That's what he's eating. All right, my fingers are getting. Here, you want to try the banana? Or you just want the... Oh, you like that banana too, huh? Good, huh? Yeah. You guys want some too? Watch our video we did on the mysterious tree sickness. That's a good one for you to watch too if you haven't seen that one. Anyways, he's about probably 45 years old, and he's called an African cicada. And as you can see, he's got reptile all over him, right? Look at that reptile head. He's got scales on him, doesn't have any hair, and he's called a turtle, right? And look at you guys, full of feathers, okay? Got reptile feet, duck feet, remember, with scales on them, the same as, he's got the same legs too. Look, you want to show him your legs? Show him your feet. Look at your feet there. Okay, anyways. Okay, so, let me put this back on the rack here. So look, it's real simple. Because, remember, body fat just doesn't grow on you just because it doesn't like you. It grows on you because you're eating usually a bunch of crap. Okay, you're eating a bunch of stuff that basically is, you know, is not good for you when you eat it anyways. So a lot of people, like I see as I go into town, everybody, remember, you can go to the takeout stuff. Yeah, what takeout are you going to, guys? You're going to freaking all the dumb fast food. Remember, you eat fast food and you get fat food. And when you eat fat food, okay, that's a bunch of garbage, chemicals and everything that's in this food. I don't care what one you go to. Remember, natural vegetable hydrolyzed proteins and all this garbage. That's MSG. They put MSG in everything. All those bagged potato chips, MSG. How do you think you're getting fat too? Now then you're using also, remember, you're using the artificial sweeteners. Okay, those are neurotoxins to make you so you can't go ahead and even read labels. So, you know, one of the things, like I said, you can do is cut down your meals every day. Smartest thing you can do. And if you can, start doing intermittent fasting. Okay, and if you can, now go to block fasting. Block fasting is where you go and you spend at least one full day, okay, of fasting. And it's really easy to do, guys. And if you've never done a one-day water fast, and if you don't have a water distiller, then go to eartheracademy.com, go to the shop, go to, and you'll look at the distillers there. We sell the distillers cheaper than anybody on the internet because I don't make any money doing it. And we give you the coupon to be able to, you know, when you join Earther Academy, right, 10 bucks a month, okay, you get a $100 coupon so you could put it towards something in the shop. So we give you free shipping if you're in the 48 states. It's not about money or anything. Guys, I try to pick out things that I know that I could make a deal with the company, and I'll hook some type of a coupon to it or two, because otherwise no one wants me to sell it cheaper. Okay, but I have a private institute there, and so we can go ahead and sell it to the members only. So you can get one of these really super good distillers, or the RO machines if you don't want to, have a distiller. Distiller takes about 3.5 hours to make a gallon of water, and your RO machine, remember, uses filters. The distiller is a steam distillation unit, and what it does is it steams up, heats up the water, steams it just like the earth does here. It makes distilled water, right? Okay, that's how all these plants get fed, by rainwater. Rainwater is condensed water, okay, and it comes down as distilled water. So everybody's feeding with distilled water. Anyways, I just did a tip of the day on, do I add minerals to distilled water? And, if you got minerals in your food and everything else, then distilled water is good, because it cleans your system out and makes it so things can't go ahead and accumulate as much. Oxalates and all different things that we accumulate, crystals in the body. Anyways, we can go deep on all this stuff. But, okay, now, for me, like I said, all I had to do was tailor if I started seeing a little more body fat because I was lean, okay, what I do? I just cut down on the amount of food I was eating as far as meals per day. So I started, like I said, I changed my diet to, when I work out, I eat twice a day, small lunch. I wait about 5-6 hours or so, then I have my dinner. Then I'll eat as much as I want to satiety till I'm fulfilled. I don't have any sugar, any grains, any greens, any rice. Okay, I do have half of avocado at night, and I take a couple sips after I lay on the couch, watch a little TV for about a half an hour or so, and then about after that I take a sip of kefir, organic, raw, 3.25% kefir, because that helped my stomach too to heal. So that's my simplest meals right now, and I'm just eating eggs, fish, organ meats, grass-fed, grass-finished, of course, because we're in Hawaii, so they're all over here. And I'll have chicken too, organic chicken, but I really don't like to eat too much chicken, because chicken, of course, they're all vegetarian fed, and they're feeding them bloody soy. Maybe though it's organic, still soy is estrogenic. Remember, why are you so fat? Remember that, okay? Maybe it's because you're eating too many phytoestrogenic plants. How about that? Soy, right? Flax. You're drinking a lot of beer. Hops is #1 phytoestrogen there is, and a phytoestrogen is a plant phytoestrogen. And estrogen in your body, okay, is not good for males, otherwise you start getting boobies, right? And your testes start to shrink too, and you start getting fat, okay? The body thinks it's pregnant a little bit. Why? Because you got too much estrogen. Anyways, your cell phone could be making you fat. How about that? Okay, with all the microwaves and slamming your hormone system and cutting off your testosterone and all different things, that basically these ultrasonic waves basically don't do us any good. All they do is, cause us dysfunction in our ethereal body. The ethereal body, of course, runs the body, right? The electric. Here he comes, the electric body. Yeah, I don't have any more. Look at your face. Okay, I disconnected my phone there. So anyways, let's finish this video. Now, I was going to show you the papaya that's all over his face, but I got to watch him now. He's going to bite my toes. Look, he's coming over to take a look. Yeah, I know, no toe biting. All right. Thinks my toes are carrots, right? Or another papaya. Okay, so just to wind this up, look, if you've got body fat, remember there's a variety of reasons why people have body fat, and if you're at home right now and you got a lot of time on your hands, then the best thing you can think in your mind, remember, rethink reality. Look in the mirror, check yourself out and see if you've got a lot of body fat. And if you've got any body fat that you don't like, and as guys, you should be able to see your abs. Yes, you should. Okay, when I was maybe 10 years old, okay, everybody had abs. Okay, 12 years old, everybody had abs. When I went to high school, well, not everybody had abs. They started drinking Coca, all the different sodas and eating all the garbage and the candies and everything else. Of course, what you do is when you start, getting older, you start eating what the adults eat, right? And whatever they eat, if they're overweight or fat or chubby or whatever the deal is, then you turn into exactly what, your parents look like, pretty much, right? So, anyways, you can start, like I said, intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is the easiest way for you to really, and we've done lots of videos on that, so look up my videos called, intermittent fasting, or just go to eartheracademy.com and go check out the fasting section that we have there. So, anyways, we have a lot of good things for you to learn on Earther Academy. It's just $10 a month right now. And you get a $100 coupon, like I said, to be able to get some, fix your water. Get an RO system or a distiller, something. If not, then, the plastic bottled water that you're drinking is better than nothing, right? But that's not good either because it's full of xenoestrogens. Xenoestrogens are chemicals that, of course, cut off your male hormones or increase maybe your female hormones, okay? Whatever it is, they're not good. So stay away from, having a lot of plastic in your life. Try to make as much of the meals you can at home. At least that's even eating better quality food, even if it's junk, or even if it's conventional stuff. At least it's better for you to make your own food at home than to buy anything that's processed, anything that's pasteurized. Forget the pasteurized stuff too. If you want to increase your immune system, right? You need to definitely go ahead and be smart about lowering the amount of assaults that you have on your body so you feel good. If your immune system is strong, that means that maybe you want to do a lot of stuff. Maybe you want to go for a power walk outside, right? You're on quarantine, go outside. Go for a good walk twice a day. And if you are going to watch television, well, just did another video today, a tip of the day. Blue blocker glasses when you watch your television and look at your computer and your smartphone, and anything with a display on it pretty much is throwing out LEDs, anything that's got a display on it, computer display, is a blue light, and it's burning the retinas in our eyes. So you need to protect yourself there, and nothing better than to be able to keep your eyes, like I said in the video, what would you rather lose? Your arms or your legs compared to your eyes? I think you'd want to keep your eyes, and everything else you'll lose. Is because if you can't see, remember, you're in trouble. So, okay guys, that's it. Everybody's, they're packing in the lychee right now. We're picking lychee right now. And we just picked 1,000 pounds yesterday. And we've got about 900 pounds today. So we're just starting our 2.5 month venture, and these trees are loaded full of lychee, loaded full of lychee. Okay, you can see we can get some coconuts up there too. Got the ladder going, right? Okay, and this is Hawaii, everything wants to grow here. This is a longan tree, and you can see the longan right there, the flowers there, and the little baby longan that are coming out. Here, check this out. It's really nice to grow, your own food too. Put some trees in your house. And I'll give you something to do. Go to the store, go to Home Depot, buy yourself some avocado trees, some citrus trees, Look at these. These are avocados. This thing was so loaded full of avocados that it drops them. The plant's super smart. Okay, talk about plants. You think they just come from nothing? Big Bang Theory? Come on, these things are intelligent beyond our understanding. This thing had, in this section, probably had about 100 avocados. It drops the ones on the floor that the tree cannot hold. It knows how much minerals it has. It knows that if every one of these little pieces, and this thing probably had, like I said, probably, whoop, one just fell off right there. Okay, probably had like 100 avocados. If 100 avocados grew on this, it would break the tree. Not only that, it couldn't feed it. So this is how, you know, nature works. It's pretty smart. I got one orange left on that tree. That tree probably gave me 150 oranges. And right now, that's why it's nice to have your own growing. You know, look, it's making me more oranges right here. Check those babies out. Nice. And they're all over inside here. You just can't see them too easy because they're all super green, but they're all over the place. Anyways, trees start to give you fruit at about 3 years, and then they really give you a lot if you take care of them in about 5 years. And they'll live pretty much as long as you know, the requirements of the tree are met. And if they are, with everything it needs, and it gets too big, right, what happens is the tree gets blown over, right? So anyways, most plants just basically live for as long as they can sustain themselves, but they don't die like we do, okay, is getting old age. They just may get toxic, they may get lack of minerals, or the wind may just blow them over. Whatever the case may be, trees can live for thousands of years, okay? And humans have a time clock, a DNH, sort of the spring that unloads itself in 120 years. And the faster you lose your telomeres, just so you know, guys, if you're overweight, you're losing your telomeres. If you're putting phones up to your head and keeping things in your pocket, okay, all these wireless devices, you're losing your pheromone. Okay, got too many things in my head. You're losing your telomeres. And your telomeres basically are what hold your DNA in a tight spring. So when you have a tight spring, okay, you're young. And as your spring starts to loosen and loosen and loosen, then you start getting older and your body can't replicate itself in a perfect fashion anymore. It replicates itself to basically the energetic architectural blueprint that it gets. Okay, as you age, then you lose your telomeres, which are these little stairs that make this helical, this, you know, called the helix, right? This twisting spiral staircase type of thing, right? And if you lose your stairs on that spiral staircase, well, then the staircase is worthless. And that's how the body basically loses its energy. It loses its electricity. It loses its magnetism. And we get old. So, all right, guys. Hope you know, make your rethinking reality smart. Okay? Give yourself, like I said, a visual in the mirror by yourself. And really say, I am the producer, the director, and the star of my show, and today I'm going to be starting a new job, and I'm going to be the sculptor, and I'm going to start sculpturing my body the way, okay, maybe not you like it, but basically the more you think it should be. And that's just a lot better than just thinking that you're going to turn into whoever, right? Okay, you have, you know, what you've been gifted from, as you can say, the creator, from God, from whatever you want to call it, this realm, okay? Something, of course, designed all these things. It just didn't come from nothing, right? Look at Hody. Show me your wings, Hody. Show me your wings. Let me see. Show me your wings. There you go. See, he knows how to do it. Show me your wings, Hodo. Good man. Woohoo! Yeah, baby. Yeah. Hody just came from nothing. Look, everything has super intelligence, and if your body, okay, is, well, sort of like this plant or like Hody or all the rest of these animals, and everything that basically has been designed intelligently, then I think it knows how to repair itself as long as we don't keep poisoning ourselves, okay, assaulting ourselves with a lot of different things that, you know, and I don't have to say this, you already know that it's not good for you, so why do you do it? I mean, watch some of our videos that we've done on demonic possession. That's your cell phone, your health phone, right? Just demonic possession. What mind parasites do you have? What are you doing when you know that you shouldn't do? Why do you still do is the question. That's a possession. Addictions, remember, why do you do what you do? I don't care if it's eating, I don't care if it's snorting cocaine, I don't care if it's smoking cannabis. Why do you do what you do? Smoking tobacco. Okay, masturbation, whatever it is, sexual predation, whatever, drama. Why do you do what you do? and you don't like it. So quit doing it. And if you clean up your body, you will clean up your mind. That's the way it works. So that's why fasting is one of the best things you can do to get a clear mind. Remember, learn the parasites section that we have at Earther Academy. The 1 through 5 levels of parasites. I've classified like 10 different levels, but first 5 is all you need to really see right now. The skin fungus, those are one class. The worms that are in the stomach, okay? And you can get that from a vegetable diet, from a meat diet. You can get it from an infected diet is how you get it. Certain types of worms and certain things are in your gut is because of the foods you're eating. These processed carbohydrates, all this junk food needs to be processed because your body doesn't break it down, so you need worms to go ahead and break it down. And then what do worms do? They poop in the body. That's how you get worm castings, right? So anyways, 30% sometimes of people's poop are parasite poop. How about that? Yeah. Does that make sense to you? Learn the ferments too. The ferment category that we have at Earther Academy, really good for you to learn, is because the ferments will help heal your gut and make you so you can absorb better types of food instead of the junk food that has toxified your bellies and caused a lot of dysfunction with chemicals and synthetics, hormones, let's say, antibiotics that they even put in the foods. Remember, the farm fresh fish, okay? You don't want anything that's farmed. I'm talking fish farmed, okay? Nothing shrimp farmed. No farmed. They feed them a bunch of food that you wouldn't feed, well, that animal. Okay, remember, loaded full of glyphosate, loaded full of grains, all different types of ground up garbage, okay? You eat garbage, it's only because maybe that animal was eating garbage and you're just eating the garbage. Okay, all the toxicity, everything transfers from one organism to another. So if you are going to have flesh, if you're going to have vegetables, you're going to have anything, make sure it's clean stuff, organic if you can. If it's animal products, it's, you know, grass-fed, grass-finished. If it's eggs, make sure they're fertile. You know, these are the things that we used to do maybe 100 years ago. That's the way we used to eat. We didn't go to we didn't go to fast food places. We didn't have convenience, you know, Hot Pockets and you know, having all your different types of desserts that are, you know, creme de la crop, whatever you want to call all the different crappy just garbage that people eat. I saw in their, you know, in their carts at the store. What are you eating that for? It's because they like it. And it's not what, remember, they like, it's what lives inside them likes. If you eat sugar all the time, it's only because you have a sugar parasite, remember, inside you. And if you are weak all the time, you may have blood-sucking parasites inside you. Those are called your tapeworms, right? Your hookworms. Hookworms have like teeth on them, and they drink blood. And you can get them from, like right now, me, walking in the grass. Is because things poop on the grass, right? And that's how you get hookworms. Okay, you get them not even through your food. So you got to learn the detoxification and parasite protocols just to go ahead and clean house once in a while, as I do. Once a week I do a good clean parasite flush, okay, out of me. And then 2 times a week I do a special tea, which I'll show you guys. Anyways, I show a lot of this stuff that's sensitive, like I said, on Earther Academy, because if not, I'm not supposed to show anybody anything. Okay? It's just what I do anyways, and I'm not showing you what to do, I'm just showing you what I do and what others have done that I've seen. And it's time to experiment. It's time to do research. So that's what Earther Academy is called. It's Earther Academy Experimental Research Institute, is because that's what we do, right? We experiment and we research, and we keep on searching, and we call it researching, right? We're still looking. Okay, enough. We will see you guys, and cut down on your food if you have extra body fat, and make sure that you, if you can, like I said, because I skipped this part here, make sure that you drink, every time you urinate, try to drink 20 to 32 sips of water, okay? Very, very important. And that even includes when you wake up in the middle of the night. If you're overweight, remember, water does flush your minerals out and all those things, okay? So this is, you know, one of the reasons why fasting, if you do it too much, you'll malnourish yourself, you'll demineralize yourself, and you'll get unhealthy. Get all the very sucked in face, your eyes suck into the back of your head. I mean, just look at the videos that, you know, just for me, just from a year ago, okay? For me, at 127, 128 pounds back then, I mean, that's bloody, I mean, I haven't been like that until I was probably, I wrestled at 127 pounds and I was starving to be able to go to get 127. So that was my, you know, 9th grade, 10th grade wrestling, 120 and 127. Anyways, all right, we'll see you guys. Aloha. Beautiful day.